Hey, what's up guys, it's your boy here, and today we'll be at it again with another review, and today we'll be reviewing Armored Core 6 Fires of Rubicon. This game is a mecha-based vernacular combat game developed by From Software and published by Bandai Namco Entertainment. Now let's talk about plot. Mysterious new substance was discovered on a remote planet of Rubicon 3. As the energy source, this substance was expected to dramatically advance humanity's technology and communication capabilities. Instead, it caused a catastrophe that submerged the planet and surrounding stars in flames and storms, forming a burning star system. And almost half a century later, the same substance has returned to Rubicon 3, a planet now contaminated and sealed off as the result of a catastrophe. Now, extraterrestrial corporations and resistance groups are fighting to control the substance, and you play as an independent mercenary that finds himself to struggle over the substance with the corporation and other factions. That is enough about the plot. Let's talk about the overall gameplay. Of course, naturally, you will soar freely through mission locales, and for each mission that you complete successfully, you earn credits as currency. But be warned, the deduct system is still there. More destruction that you do, your money will be deducted because of that. The arena mode is technically still the same. It appears through a combat aptitude of evaluation program where you defeat numerous CPUs until you become number 1. Upon doing the numerous things that I mentioned before, you can assemble your mech from a wide variety of parts and weapons to choose from, customizing your mech to your playstyle. Not only that, you can earn these things called OS tuning chips, which allows for certain abilities and upgrades to be unlocked while playing through the game. The difference between this game and its predecessors is a dynamic omnidirectional battle system, where you can take advantage of your mech's mobility both in the land and in the air to ensure victory across massive stages. There are thrilling boss fights, which you could deploy a wide variety of offensive and defense tactics at close and long range to take down the most powerful bosses, facing down the most overwhelming oppositions by outgunning and outrunning your enemies with the dynamic movement system that makes a full use of the range and melee combat. One thing that I'm kind of iffy about, and it kind of sucked because, and I'm not gonna lie to you, it didn't have any of this in any of the prior series. They don't have no difficulty in this game. For each mission that you complete, it's purely your skill alone that you actually made it to the point where you are. So in this game specifically, get good is definitely the name of the game. It can be a problem for certain people because certain bosses are a lot tougher, and I swear to God, a lot tougher than others. But once you observe and learn their weaknesses, this game is definitely much easier to master. Before I even forget about this, the dialogue options is freaking insane. So each decision or choice that you make during each mission leads down to 3 specific endings, which are freaking awesome, by the way. Now, the last thing to talk about is the nest mode, which is technically the online, where you put your talents and mech to the test and compete with other people. Would have wished that the fact that it actually had matchmaking in the game, because there's honestly no reason to have 9 people in the lobby knowing that it's only 1v1 or 3v3. Honestly, other than that, I actually have no problems with the online, despite people using cheap tactics because of meta. And I will give them the benefit of the doubt because they were thinking about the other extra 3 players. So if you have more than 9 people, the extra 3 is just gonna spectate. And while playing online, I rarely came across a problem when it came down to the internet connection. It was very optimized to the highest detail. And graphically, the game was just freaking beautiful. And the soundtrack was one of the best soundtracks that I freaking listened to in a while, especially in an Armored Core game. Honestly, I think that I covered mostly everything. Let's hop on to the overview. On the positive side of things, the overall plot and story is good. I love the overall gameplay. The arena mode is definitely okay. The customization is freaking insane. I like how the fact that you able to upgrade your abilities and stuff with the OS tuning. The omnidirectional battle system is freaking fantastic. The dialogue options is freaking out of this world. The online is okay with me, but I would have wished that there would have been more with the online. Graphically, the game is good. Environmentally, in the gameplay standpoint, the game is good, and I enjoyed their soundtrack. And fair warning, whatever I put on the negative side this time is not a bad thing. It's just honestly me nitpicking at this point and me being concerned for fellow players. The difficulty, there's no difficulty to game, so it can get very, very hard at times, and I would have wished that they had matchmaking in the game. This game came out on August 25th, 2023. I do remember this clear as day. I remember the game came out a couple days earlier and released us with this beautiful game. Game should be in most platforms, so of course PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC. The game is also in the next gen consoles as well. If you get the game digitally, it should be about $59.99. If you get the game in your local stores, it should be about the same price range, but honestly it can be cheaper. It all depends on where you look. So is this game worth your money? Personally, with me, this game is a freaking masterpiece, the highest detail. With me personally, it brought me a crazy amount of nostalgia. And if I can remember, when I was about 13, I played Armored Core 4, and then when I got a little bit older, I remember playing Armored Core 5, just assuming part of my inner child was just itching for another Armored Core game. So all of that being said, I highly advise you guys to get this game. This game is definitely worth your money. So that was my honest review. If you liked the review, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. I do reviews, videos, PvP matches, streams, and more. And if you haven't yet, please don't forget to follow me on my Facebook page and my Twitch account, because I stream on those platforms as well. Everything should be in the description box below. I will catch you guys in the next one. I am going to stick with my Baldur's Gate addiction.